Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. If you would like to see how to prepare this delicious guisado prepared with cactus and pork rinds, continue watching this video and let's get started. Nowadays you can find ready-to-use cactus in the produce section at any of your favorite grocery stores. After rinsing them and patting them dry with a clean paper towel, I removed the pricklies that were missed and trimmed around the edges. Then I cut them into long strips and into smaller bite-sized pieces. With the 6 pats of cactus that we used, it rendered for about 6 cups of diced cactus, but that could vary depending on the size of your cactus pads. Transfer the cactus into a bowl and set it aside while we prepare the peppers for the sauce. In boiling hot water, soak 6 chile guajillos and a handful of chiles de arbol if you want it extra spicy. These are completely optional. If you don't want yours spicy, you can leave these out completely. Using a spoon or a spatula, press down on the peppers to ensure that they're completely submerged in the water. Cover and leave them soaking in the hot water for about 15 to 20 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to dice 2 Roma tomatoes, 1 medium white onion, and we're also going to need 3 large garlic cloves to prepare the sauce. Next, we're going to break down the pork rind. You can find these big pieces like these at your favorite Mexican grocery store. You can also find the bags of chicharron that are already broken down. We're going to break these down into about 1 to 2 inch pieces, and we're going to use about 4 to 5 cups of chicharron. You can add more or less depending on how much chicharron you want in your guiso. Using a deep pan or a stock pot, heat up a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. Once the vegetable oil is nice and hot, add in the cactus. I'm also going to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt and the juice from 1 lime. Using the lime juice helps to reduce the sliminess of the nopales. You can also boil the cactus in water and salt, but I feel that when you boil the cactus, you lose a lot of the flavor. Preparing them this way allows all those flavors to stay in the one pan and you don't lose any of those delicious flavors. Cook the cactus for about 12 to 15 minutes over medium-high heat with frequent movement, or until you no longer see any more of the slime from the nopales. Once it reaches this point, I'm going to season with a little bit of black pepper, and then I'm going to add in the diced tomato and the onion. Cook these ingredients for another 5 to 7 minutes over medium heat, or until the tomato and the onion are nice and withered. And while we go prepare the sauce, we're going to turn down the burner to low so the nopales don't burn. The peppers have been soaking for about 15 minutes. Now that they're nice and pliable, we're going to transfer them to the blender along with 1 cup of the water that we used to soak the peppers in. The 3 large garlic cloves, season with 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano, and about 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Blend on high until it reaches a smooth consistency, and depending on the type of blender that you're using, you can add it directly into the pan with the rest of the ingredients, or you can strain it in for a smoother consistency. Add 1 cup of water to the blender and pour it over the strainer to rinse off the remainder of the pulp. Mix in the sauce with the rest of the ingredients. Once it reaches a light simmer, mix in the broken down pork rinds. And using your spoon, mix and press down on the chicharrones to ensure that they're completely submerged in the sauce. Once the chicharrones are completely submerged in the sauce, taste it and add more seasoning if needed. To add more flavor to the dish, I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Or you can add salt as needed or to your taste. Mix in the seasoning, turn down the burner to low, and simmer for an additional 12 to 15 minutes on low heat, or until the chicharrones are nice and tender. And while we wait for the chicharrones, we're going to prepare some delicious refried beans to go with the dish. Enjoy this tasty dish for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Serve with your favorite queso fresco and warm corn or flour tortillas. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to leave us a thumbs up so we can continue to share more delicious recipes like this one. And make sure to share this video with your friends and family so they don't miss out on future recipes like this one. And make sure to join us in our next video for another delicious recipe.